Welcome to the Raven Roundup, your go-to podcast for all things sports at Royal Oak High School. I'm your host, Sam Klonke.
And I'm your co-host, Ben Machiniak. Join us as we dive into the exhilarating world of Royal Oak High School sports, where we cover all of the amazing teams.
That's right, Ben. Whether you're a dedicated fan cheering from the stands or a player on the field, this podcast is your backstage pass to the latest updates, game highlights, and interviews with incredible Raven athletes and coaches. Well, welcome to the first episode of the podcast. I'm so excited to have you guys. Aren't we so excited?
I'm excited to be here.
We have a passion for sports, and we can't wait to bring all that energy and information to you all in the Royal Oak community. So let's start off right away. In this first episode, we're just going to give a nice little fall recap. But I first want to thank Mr. Conrad and WOAK for making this possible, making this whole setup, making all the technology behind it all possible for us to do this podcast.
Thank you guys for letting us do this.
Before we start the recap, you have a couple questions that you want to ask? Get the listeners a little a little bit about us.
Yeah, of course. So what sports do you play, Sam?
Sports that I play football, track and field, and golf for the high school. For football, I play tight end on offense and defensive end on defense, and I've been playing for a while, and it's just amazing. What about you, Ben?
I play football as well. I do a little bit of track here and there. I play receiver and a DB football. And
since we both play football, college football or NFL football, what do you like better?
I'm an NFL guy. College.
Same.
A little too confusing for me.
I love NFL. I like college, kind of slow pace. It's not the best. It's really slow. So I like NFL. Sure. And your favorite sports team? What is that?
Go Lions.
Go Lions. I get so excited to watch these Lions this year every week. So, yeah. And then you got one more question, Ben?
I do. Would you rather watch a game at home or at the stadium?
Wow, that's a good question because I love both, but I think for me, at my home. I rather watch it at home, comfortable, not cold or hot, just ready to watch. Also, instant replays. You can't go wrong.
I agree. I'm with you 100%.
I mean, it's good to go to the stadium sometimes.
Yeah, here and there. But
whatever, All right. Well, I hope you guys got to know a little bit about us before we jump into this fall recap. We're going to jump right in. So, first, we're going to talk about the girls' golf team. Girls' golf team, back-to-back league champions.
That's amazing.
I mean, all right. Overall record, 7-2. So, I mean, and they're undefeated in the league, 5-0. I mean, it was just great.
That's amazing.
And after regionals, would the team qualify for the D1 MHSAA state finals? And
Stella Rogers, Sophie Matthews, Raquel Krynak, Callie Roloffs, and Colby Roloffs, they all represented the team at states.
And all the girls showed up and gave it their all. Also, something really cool happened. Kayla Gardner, hole-in-one. Can you believe that, Ben?
I can't. That's crazy.
Hole-in-one at a practice round at Red Oaks. Huge accomplishment. I've always wanted a hole-in-one.
That's every golfer's dream.
And every golfer's dream. You can't go wrong. And overall, great and memorable season for Kayla, for the whole entire girls golf team. Qualifying for states is just a huge achievement, and congrats to them.
Congratulations.
Congrats. So now moving on to boys soccer. They got a new head coach this year, Coach Joe, and they were led by captains TJ Antonino and Owen Soper. And lots of injuries affected their whole season. I mean, they lost Antonio Acevedo due to breaking his leg, fracturing his leg, and that was a big loss for them. But a couple other injuries. But they ended up doing really good, right?
They did. They went 10-4-4 on the season, and they won the OAA White League.
Wow. And Baylor Browning, talk about this. Baylor Browning, a freshman on varsity, scored a hat trick against Farmington, and he's been doing great all year.
Yeah, no,
he's a good player. Who was this? Did we have a scoring leader?
We did. Jack Winterburn, also, he had 15 goals in the year.
Wow.
He was also All-State honorable mention.
All-State honorable mention. That's amazing. And the all-league players for the Royal Oak boys soccer team were TJ Antonino, Owen Soper, Jack Winterburn, Tony Sariocco, and Colin Wicca. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to the whole team. Winning the league, winning the OAA White, being 10-4-4 in the season. Impressive season for the whole team. Moving on to girls swim and dive. 14 new freshmen on the team coming into the season.
That's a lot.
And 3 of the freshmen, get a load of this, 3 of the freshmen tried diving for the first time.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? I mean,
No, I can't.
I mean, I don't even know how to dive.
No,
I really don't know how to
I
dive.
couldn't do that
so
myself. No.
diving for the first time on a whole team,
Yeah. Well, it's got to be
that's
scary.
insane. And so they later on in the season they placed second in the Royal Oak Relay meet, which fantastic, second
Yeah.
place. You can't go. It's great. And then 10 girls attended Oakland County meet and the MICSA meet. These meets are both. You need to qualify. You need to have time cuts and earn time cuts. So that's overall great. And what the rest of the season? How did it play out?
So they went 6-3 overall and 4-1 in the league. Going into the meet, the team was in second place in the league, and they ended up winning the meet and becoming league champions.
Yeah. So going in that league,
Going into the league
meet,
yeah,
they were below Berkeley. Berkeley was first, but then they won that meet and they became league champions. So great job. Then they brought 9 girls to the D2 state meet, and that was just amazing. They did great. The 200 free relay team broke our school record and placed 7th in the state. Lucy Truesdale got 11th in both the 200 IM and 100 fly. Delaney Delzile got 11th in the 500 free and the 16th in the 200 free. And the rest of the team performed really well with a lot of personal records achieved. Overall, fantastic season. I mean, going to the states, bringing all those 9 girls to the D2 state finals, that's just fantastic. And
beating Berkeley for the league,
being behind and then coming back and beating Berkeley, winning the league. Great season for the girls golf.
For sure.
I mean the girls swim dive team. Then moving on to boys cross country. They're always successful every year.
Always.
Every year they've always they have good coaches. They had an amazing season. And in the MHSAA regional, the team placed 5th out of 14 teams with 115 points. And senior Braxton Sipes placed 7th individually. 7th individually. And senior Sebastian Ramirez placed 8th individually.
Looks like in the OAA White League Championship, we placed first with 48 total points.
Wow.
A great performance from the entire team.
So they won the league.
Yeah.
Then Sebastian Ramirez placed first individually. Can you believe that? First. Wow. And Braxton Sipes placed 4th. And Nolan Till placed 10th. And Liam placed 15th. So
this is a sweep. All scoring runners, they placed in the top 15.
Wow. A sweep. At the Oakland County Championship, they placed 9th out of the 36 team with 276 total points. Wow. And then Sebastian Ramirez placed 3rd, and Braxton Sipes placed 13th. Then at the state finals, Sebastian Ramirez ran a 15:22 5K at the MHSAA D1 state finals. He placed 9th in the state, and then Braxton Sipes ran a 15:55 5K at a MHSAA D1 state finals. He placed 40th in the state.
That's crazy.
That's insane, because I ran a turkey trot the other day, which is a 5K or a stuffing strut or whatever. Yeah. And guess what I got? I think I got like a 29 or like a 30-minute 5K. So that's very impressive.
Congratulations to Sebastian and Braxton, the whole cross-country team, for a fantastic season.
Now moving on to girls cross-country.
Okay.
This year, there were 6 first-time varsity letter winners. Overall, great. They got their first varsity letter, and it's great. That's one of a great accomplishment for many athletes in high school. Getting a varsity letter,
that's what everybody wants, yeah.
And then the OAA Scholar Athletes were awarded to Anna Schroeder, Aubrey Elaine, Elizabeth Macy, Emmy Vigiano, Kate Wishman, and Lucy Van Harens.
They placed 8th out of 14 in regionals with 215 total points. They were in the OAA White League Championship. They placed 5th with 107 points. Oakland County Championship, the girls placed 17th out of 35 with 449 total points.
Wow. Okay. Really good. And then standout performers for the girls cross country team were Maya Conway. She was 18th in the league and 22nd in the region. Kate Wishman, she was 12th in the league. And Jane Meineke ran a 20:49 at the Jackson Invitational. So that was one of her PRs, personal records. Going to the volleyball. Girls volleyball this season, overall record 4-13. Tough season for the varsity team this year, but many injuries, including Brie Emery with a torn ACL before the season even started. So you can't really...
Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing really can do. Riley Mazie, Jalen Preblich, were the most impactful players. They played great throughout the whole season.
Freshman Allie Hills was the only freshman on the varsity team.
Wow. Again,
impressive.
like Baylor Browning, freshman on varsity, that's an insane accomplishment, and you got to be really proud of that.
For sure. 5 graduating seniors: Riley Maisie, Emmy Walden, Bree Emery, Ava Emery, and Charlotte Graves.
Those seniors really led the team. They showed pride throughout the whole season. Going into football, Ravens football changed a lot this year. They got a new head coach, Colin Campbell. The team went 3-6, 2-2 in the league. Huge shutout.
Huge. Insane.
Against the biggest rival, the Berkeley Bears. Now we both play, but it was a great game. A lot more running yards than passing yards. We didn't really throw much, but hey, whatever worked. And the running worked, and on the ground, keep it on the ground worked. A.J. Garcia led the team with rushing yards, 615 total rush yards, average 76 yards per game. Very well.
Yeah.
And then Colton Deshay averaged 55 yards per game with a total of 436 rushing yards. And then Steven Johnson averaged 56 rushing yards as well, and had a total of 398 yards on the season. So a great job by all three of them. Those were the 3 top
rushing
leaders on the team.
So our OAA All-League players on the football team were A.J. Garcia, Steven Johnson, Sam Klonke, Owen Soper, Dakota Kelly, Aiden Tesh, and Peyton Morrison. And
just an overall great season for the first season for Coach Campbell, and definitely see improvement from the 2022 season.
100%.
The foundation was definitely set for sure.
It was.
Unified Soccer, overall, they had a great, amazing season with everyone contributing.
For sure.
They went to this Jamboree tournament, and at the Legacy Center in Brighton, Michigan, right?
Yeah.
And Casey had 3 goals, a hat trick.
A hat trick.
Just like Baylor Browning.
Yeah.
Freshman on varsity. Casey had a hat trick on the Unified team. Great job. And then
amazing.
I was told Devin Burton thrived in the goal all season. But when it came down to the Jamboree, they went into double overtime. And Devin did an amazing job in goal, made sure that they came out of the game with a W after 2 overtimes. So great job by Devin.
Great job, yeah.
And they won something too, Ben, right?
They won the KLA 2023 Conference Championship.
They won the conference champions. So
that's
great
amazing.
season for Unified team, Unified Soccer team, and I'm so excited to see the Unified Basketball team coming up this winter.
Me too.
So then the boys tennis, 2023 men's varsity tennis, most wins in school history.
Wow.
They were 15-2-1. A lot of their games didn't get rained out or anything, so they had the most wins than ever before. So that's why. I mean, they were 15-2-1. Junior singles, Jesse Lawrence placed first in leagues. Wow. Senior Jack Schultz and David Imasa played second, and the team placed overall third,
not bad.
Which is not bad at all.
Seniors Darren Dew and Captain Nate Casana went 16-6. Sophomore David Amasa and senior Captain Jack Schultz went 17-5.
Wow. And sophomore Liam Dalton started the season off with an injury and came back, worked his way up the ladder, and played 3 doubles with sophomore Andrew Aubin. Liam's hard work and dedication, it doesn't go unnoticed. 22 season for captains are junior Ember Abbey, sophomore David Amasa, and junior Adam Sust. So great job to them. They're going to be leading the team next year in the 2023 season.
Yep.
As you can see, I mean, like all these teams, all this fall teams, sports season was a huge success for the Ravens. They all did well, thrived, and did a great job.
Over the summer, Royal Oak Schools hired a new athletic director. Sam sat down with Mr. Russell the other day and asked how he liked Royal Oak so far, and he's excited for the winter sports season.
Let's take a listen. So tell me about your first fall sports season at Royal Oak High School.
It's been really good. You know, every school you go to is different but very similar at the same time. So, you know, it's been great meeting, you know, obviously all the coaches and the community a little bit, trying to get to know the kids. So it's been going great, and I'm super excited for the future.
What were some of your favorite moments?
I mean, obviously you love to see success on the field, but you also like to see what you're working towards. You know, you take, for example, our soccer team, you know, all year they kept getting better and better and better. And I know they had to face a really tough opponent in the districts, but you can just see that growth of that program. Same with our swim program. I mean, the growth is just unbelievable. So those are some of the things I really look forward to in the future.
4 fall Royal Oak teams ended up winning their league this past season. Tell me about how much that means to Royal Oak High School.
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, you try to win. That's what you try to do at the varsity levels. You try to win, and you're building and building at those lower levels. You get to the varsity, and that's why you compete. And, you know, we got great coaches. We got great kids. And, you know, I expect us to win more league championships in the future as we continue to build our athletic program.
And what are you looking forward to in the upcoming winter season?
Yeah, the winter, you got wrestling and basketball and comp cheer, right? Swimming. I mean, there's so many, and bowling. So, again, being my first year, I just want to, I want to be around the kids. I want to see, everything. I just want to go to all the events and see what's going on. And yeah, I mean, I'm still learning everything here. So I'm just excited to see us compete in all the winter sports.
And anything else you would like to inform the Royal community about you or the upcoming winter sports season?
No, I mean, just come out and support us. I mean, it's cold outside, so you may as well come inside and watch some sports. Say hi to me. I'm still meeting everybody, but yeah, I'm excited for this winter season.
Well, thanks to Mr. Russell for the interview.
Yeah. Well, that'll wrap it up for the first episode of the Raven Roundup.
We are very happy to have started this up and podcast for the whole Royal community. Next week, join us as we talk about the start of the winter season here at ROHS. But for the meantime, thanks for watching and or listening to the Raven Roundup. I'm your host, Sam Klonke.
I'm your co-host, Ben Machiniak.
And we hope you enjoyed this first episode, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you.